Oh my God. Wow. Look at this crap. Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Junk Removal Stories. Or just blogging about junk removal. Things we do, jobs we do, things like that. So today is actually one of the easiest and profitable jobs that we gotta do. It's a small basement. It's our first over $1,000 job. So I'm gonna be showing you guys exactly what we're gonna be cleaning out and what we have to pretty much deal with when it comes to the small job. It's small, but it's at the same time it's a little nasty. So we have to make sure we have protective gear and we have cleaning agents and all this stuff that, to protect ourselves, gloves, masks, and the whole 9 yards. But it's from a client that I helped before with Domingo Construction. They have properties, now they want to do clean outs because they have people move out. So when people get evicted, they don't, they leave the house a mess. They don't care, they leave everything exactly how it is. So that's why having good contacts and staying in contact with your old clients, it also helps. And also you kind of tell them everything you do, so when they think of something, you're always on top of mind when it comes to other jobs besides just construction, demolition, and now we have junk removal. So that's definitely gonna help your business keep going. And when you don't think, people will call you for other things that you can do for them besides just construction. So it's a local. We're local right now. We're in our same city, few minutes away from our hub. So it's gonna be an easy day, and I can focus on other things, back end of the business after I finish this job. But definitely stay in contact with your clients, stay on their agenda. Whenever they need anything, they can call you for anything they need. So, but definitely I'm gonna be showing you. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a little nasty, I guess you could call it. But this is part of the business, and sometimes we gotta deal with that. So let's go check it out, and I'll show you guys exactly what it is. Let's go. Oh my God. What is this? Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. Look at this crap. So all of this back here, we gotta get rid of. And we gotta go down there and get everything out. This is what we gotta work with here. This is part of the items that we're gonna get removed. All of this, and all of this in here. Gonna get all this cleaned out. We found a bunch of dead rodents and stuff here, so that's why you gotta protect yourself, safety first. Gloves, mask, we have cleaning agents, mops. So all of this has to be all cleaned up out of here. We should be done with this pretty quick. It's not that big, so it's just nasty, but it's not that big. All right, guys, so we're back. Took a little break. Need to get my coffee. Can to get something from the truck to finish, but so far we're moving along. This is definitely going to be a quick job. I thought it was going to take a little longer, but it is moving along pretty well. So one of the things I wanted to talk about also is how to deal with the staff. As you know, this job is, you got to build your clientele, you got to build your week, and then you need to know when to get staff or have people on, ready to go whenever you need them. Some of the jobs I could do myself because they're pretty quick. They're not heavy. I could break stuff down. I could put it in the truck. But when you have big jobs, you want to have some quality people that are going to help you, fast, efficient, and they don't hurt your pocket either. I have a lot of people, since I do construction, that I have contacts, and they have people that are always looking for work. I give them very competitive pay for the amount of work they're gonna do, but at the same time, it's not a skilled profession like a construction, like a specific job. So you can kind of play around a little bit with it, with the pay and everything like that. But definitely, you don't want to have them do it for free. Of course not. You gotta pay them. I give them lunch. I give them whatever I can to justify everything. These jobs are not all day. Sometimes we do have all day when we have a lot of jobs lined up, but sometimes we don't. Sometimes we have jobs that pay enough for the day, and you get them done in 2 hours, 3 hours. So, and then you're done for the day. And you keep it moving to other things. So, one of the things that you always gotta have is contacts, people that you trust that are gonna show up when you need them. Keep those people happy when you do have them, so whenever you need them, they come. They know that they're gonna get paid well, and they're gonna do a good job when it comes to handling your tasks for the day. Make sure that they take care of your equipment, because sometimes the people don't take care of your equipment. They don't take care of your tools. They don't take care of anything. Make sure that they have their safety stuff. You give them stuff. Make sure they keep it, because when it comes to this, you go through gloves and masks and all this stuff. You go through it so many times because you keep switching people, and you don't have the same staff. You're always giving away gloves and giving away stuff, and that hurts you at the end of the day because it's overhead. You want to minimize the overhead. You want to minimize the changing of people, and you want to strategy. You want to have a strategy when it comes to the jobs to see how many people you need, how fast you want to do it, how many jobs you have lined up, and that's how you kind of save a little money when it comes to making sure you're profitable on the job. You also got dump fees, you also got gas, you also have other stuff that accumulates. And if you don't look at that and you don't pay attention to it, you're gonna end up working for free. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that has calculated or estimated a job, and then when you get there, it goes above and what you thought it was gonna be. And when you try to explain to the client that the job is gonna cost you more, they don't want to hear it. You already gave them a price. They already have a budget, whatever it is, and you kind of have to deal with that situation. I hope not a lot of you guys have to deal with that situation, but I'm pretty sure we all have to deal with that situation at some point, or we have dealt with that situation at some point. It's definitely every day you learn. Every day you gotta adjust pricing. You gotta adjust, because as you do jobs, you kind of know how much you're going to spend and how much it's going to cost you, and you kind of have to make profit, and you have to make sure that the client sees the value of hiring you, and they make sure that because they're hiring you, you're going to do a really, really good job. Leave everything clean, leave everything spotless, pick up everything you said you're going to pick up, and do it on the time, arrive on time, and all of that stuff. Communicate with them, take pictures, send it to them, and make sure everything's legit. So that's one of the things that you learn as you go with the business. As in the new junk removal business, you don't know everything. You might have mentors that you can get, and you know but they're not on the field with you. They can tell you whatever you want to hear, but at the same time, you on the field, you learn as you go. And on the field, it's a whole completely different ballgame than them telling you how to do the job, how to manage your because it's a whole different situation, different cities, different states, different circumstances. It's not the same. You gotta be on the field to learn. I've been doing this for a little bit, and every day that I go out, I learn something. Every day that I go out, I try to implement something new for the next day or for the next jobs. When it comes to pricing, when it comes to management, when it comes to, aligning jobs, making sure that I have a route so I don't jump from one place to the other. You want to align the job so that they're in line, and you don't want to drive too far for the other jobs. That's another thing that could cost you, because your whole day could be gone because everything's so far apart that you don't have it lined up. So that's one of the tips that I can kind of say as a new company. And I hope if you guys have any issues, any questions, make sure you comment questions, and I will show different things based on the questions that you guys put down here, and I try to answer them as we go. I try to answer your questions and show you certain situations that we go through, obstacles, and all that stuff. So please comment, subscribe, comment, and hit the like button so we can keep this going and we can continue with the videos. Okay, I'm gonna go back, got my coffee, got my little break. The guys are having, they're in there drinking their water, whatever, taking their break, and now we gotta go back. All right, so we'll talk. This is how we're doing so far. All this stuff. Getting ready to put stuff in the truck. Get all this out of here. One other thing I wanted to mention is, whenever you have clients and you are doing any job, the next level is upselling. So you do all the things that you can add to whatever you're doing. Like, for example, this person here, we're doing the clean out in the basement, right? But then it's super dirty, super nasty. So we upsold power washing the entrance and other things, getting rid of some appliances that they had in there. They thought they were gonna keep them, but then ended up seeing that they were bad. So we upsold pretty much the power washing piece and the cleaning after. That's another upsell. So we can clean the place for our fee and power wash at the same time, and that helps also bring more revenue as a company. You always gotta have a lot of things to do, so you gotta make sure you have tools and stuff that you can use to upsell. That's another way to make a little bit more profit when it comes to this. You're already here, so might as well just add things to the job so you can get more out of the same job. So that's one of the things we did here, and then that's how this job is one of our first over $1,000 job. Even though it's small, but it's over $1,000 job, and that's how we did upsell a couple things for the same job. So that's another thing you gotta look out for. Okay, so this is where we at right now. So far, almost done getting everything out. getting all the appliances accumulated so we can throw them out or dispose of them the correct way. So just to update how we doing so far. We have most of this stuff out, all of this stuff here all gone. We just gotta do the last cleanup, but everything is out of here, all gone. Now we go to the upselling part, which is cleaning, mopping this place, and the power wash or the entryway. But then they can decide whatever they want to do after that. We also do construction, so we might be able to fix all these floors and all this stuff. So this is where the business, they work hand in hand with each other. Hand in hand with each other. Now I can tell them, listen, we can fix this floor and we can get, you know, this done right away for you. Level the floor, put new flooring in, paint, fix the walls, whatever it needs to be done down here. That will be the next conversation once I hand over this clean place. All right, guys. Here we go. Another one completed. Time to go to the next one. Right, so everything's out of here. Everything out of here. And this is all cleaned out. You just gotta do the work. Whatever's next, that's it. But this is all cleared out, ready to go for whatever's next in this place. So they did a great job getting everything out of here. Now we go to the next one.